What's going on, collectors? Welcome into Ross Loves Cards. Today I'm going to share with you all my new MagPro labels that I had designed by Jeff, a fine card collector. And I tell you what, I kind of feel like one of the cool kids now that I have that, and I can share that with people. Say, hey, I know people. Look at this. But Jeff, he said all he'd need is a label of the labels he made. Just send it to him. And he said he was going to send me his labels. And I tell you what, Jeff's such a good guy. He sent me MagPros. He knows I didn't have very many MagPros set aside yet. And he sent me MagPros with the flip, with the label and the card. And I want to go through these a little bit and talk with you. First thing, we'll go right off the top. He sent me his Jordan label with this Thunder. It's a Skybox, 98 Skybox Thunder, I think is what they called it. But I always like this. You know, I like the stage of the hoops up here at the top. But anyways, great card. George Soler. I think they actually call it Jorge Soler. But he came to the Royals in, I think it was 2016. No, it's 2017. But anyways, he was on the World Series championship team, and so he sent me that because he knows I'm a Royal fan. My opinion, the best small forward of the 90s era of basketball, Scottie Pippen. And I love Sports Illustrated for Kids. I think I've actually showed a Sports Illustrated for Kids video, but about the magazine, but I also love the cards. And a George Brett and Al Cowens card like that. I mean, is that not awesome? That's just a great card. I love that card. What's weird, a few weeks back, me and my buddy, when we went up to Springfield, I was talking to him about was it SSPC, whatever that was. And anyways, I even pulled that up, on eBay. And I said, I'd like to have Brett, I'd like to have Younce, and I'd like to have the duel of Brett that he just sent me. And I think it was that next day. Maybe it was that day. But anyways, it was shortly around then Jeff sent me them. So Jeff, I can't thank you enough for your kindness, your patience. I'm not the best at making decisions, but Jeff made the process fun, and I tell you what, I love how these turned out. Got a couple I'm going to show with you first, and I've already got a complete run that I'll show you all here in just a minute. So, sit on the edge of your seat, fixing to get this out. My first label is the personal collection of Ross Loves Cards. Now this is a Whit Merrifield card. I can't remember what year it was, but anyways, 19. I tell you what, Whit Merrifield, one of my favorite Royals. I know it's a different level than Salvi was, or a different level than I like Ventura probably is my favorite Royal, and different level. I don't mean a better level. I really like Ben Zobrist when the Royals won the World Series in 15. And, the next year, maybe it was the next year following that. I like the versatility, the utility of Whit Merrifield. So, anyways, I love blue autos. And I've got Whit Merrifield in that. And let me see here. Another label that I love is the 2015 World Champions, Kansas City Royals. And I tell you what, Wade Davis is who I've got this one in. Love the blue auto. Wade Davis. If you had a lead and, they brought him in, I was good. I known things was going to end well. And it did for that year. Absolutely amazing. Actually, at this game, You know, I've talked about that game before. Best game I've ever been to. You wouldn't believe how good a feeling it was going into the ninth and Wade Davis going out there. You know, confidence all-time high then at that point in time. But those are two that I have. The Ross Loves Cards Personal Collection and the 2015 World Champions. I do plan on maybe getting all these like blue autos. I want them all in Royals jerseys, if at all possible. If they was on that team and they have a Royals card, I'd like to have a blue auto of it signed. And but I may go here or there on some of that, what I do with that. But I tell you what, give me just a moment. Well, I guess you all don't have to wait. I'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that. I had to get my complete set over here for the next label I'm fixing to show you. I also did want to point out, I forgot to show the back of that card, but it is Forever Roll on the back of that label. And I love the design here. This, when I see this, I always think of the scoreboard, what it was like at Kaufman, you know. But this right here, my wife had a sweatshirt with that same color of blue with the white letters across it when we was at that game. So yeah, this label just does it for me. But I also asked him to create another label. And this label is for one of my, I don't know if you'd call it, one of my favorite feats in baseball. And that is a cycle. There's been 6 cycles hit in the Royals history. So this is going to be a 6-card set. And I wanted it called a Royal cycle, but I wanted the cycle to look like the cycle back card. And this is what Jeff come up with. See, you can go look up the cycle back. And I tell you what, I just think that is awesome. A Royal cycle. And guess what we got on this side? Well, if I can get it zoomed in. Forever Royal. Sorry, I'm going to have to read the back of the other one. Baseball series, 6 subjects. I mean, that's just cool. And first cycle winner, Freddie Patek. That was on July the 9th, 1971. So he gets a 71 card. Let me set this over here. Second cycle, John Mayberry. John Mayberry. He hit his cycle August 5th, 1977. Let me check that card out. Well, sweet looking card. Okay. Let me see what I got next over here. Third cycle in Royals history was hit. That is May 28th, 1979. I got the 79 tops of George Brett. That wasn't the only cycle hit that year, though. We also have in September 26th of 1979, we have Frank White. That's a good-looking baseball card. Okay. We're not done. We've got 2 left. Fifth. And if I had to pick a favorite, this would be my favorite. We got Frank White again. This is August 3rd, 1982. And I mean, you cannot tell me that's not a sweet looking card. I mean, just look at it. it's one of my favorite cards. You know, the backs, no, that was right. I can't read backwards. But look at all the shades of blue on there. Great card. And last and definitely not least, we've got in July 25 of 1990, George Brett. I'm sorry. I figured y'all known who that was. I was just admiring the card. George Brett. Royal Cycle. 6 subjects. And I do just want to let you know, like, if Bobby Witt, if you're listening, don't worry, we can reprint more. Jeff said he can fix it up, change that 6 to a 7, so I'm ready. But actually, any of the Royals, I'm ready to get them reprinted. That ain't going to bother me a bit. I'm hoping don't Jeff. But I do, you know, I can't thank Jeff enough for this. I love the gifts that he sent me. I love him working with me, getting these labels just how I wanted them. I just think that's a cool thing, is having like a cycle back when I think of a Royal Cycle. Just love the font, the layout. It's simple, but if you haven't figured out, I'm simple. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed looking at my new MagPro Labels designed by a fine card collector. Hope you enjoyed this cycle, a Royal Cycle collection. Like I said, I hope we have more additions to that, but if not, I'm going to treasure these 6. But I hope you all are having a great week, and hope you all are out there making your own sets that you like to collect, such as a cycle set. Thank yous.